Hi friends, it's Molly with Soul School Spiritual Guidance and Healing. I am back on camera for the first time in a really long time. I missed you guys. I hope you are all doing well. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I do this. I kind of wander off into the mists for a while, stop doing readings, stop posting readings at least, and then just kind of reappear again at some later date in time. And I've really come to realize, like, this is not excuses. This is just part of the process that my guides are leading me through and have been ever since I started this channel. Was it about a month ago? I celebrated the year anniversary of Soul School as an official business, but I've been doing this channel for several years now, and sometimes that happens, you guys. I just disappear for a while, and then when I come back, I'm resonating with this like whole new vibration, and sometimes it is a lot. Okay, I am totally confessing to be like somebody who puts up a lot of resistance sometimes to interchange. So I'm confessing to that here live on my YouTube channel. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I do have some Indian flutes going on in the background. And I also have several fans just because you know me. I'm on the Yucatan Peninsula. It's really warm here. We do have a beautiful ocean breeze coming in. I am in a new location. You guys will notice the absence of the palm tree. But other than that, it's an identical home. So I'm very, very happy to be settled in here. Happy to have you guys with me. We're just going to go ahead and get into a channeled message today, or already a minute and a half in. I feel like they want me to talk a little bit about who this is. And I also want to give a shout out to another channel that I have mentioned here on Soul School before. And that is Rustling Around. I might tag him or his channel in the comment section, because I just want to have, like, we've been in contact, but I just want to show like an appreciation for the fact that I've been here on the Yucatan Peninsula for about 6 months now. And healing is a big part of what called me here. And what I didn't expect is that there is something truly magical about this land, okay? It has something to do with the ruins, it has something to do with the ocean, it has something to do with the largest underground river in the entire world, which feeds into the cenotes. And just aside from that, there's a particular magic that exists in this area. And so to have Russell in this area talking about the magic, he feels the magic, it's not just me. Totally validates what I've been going through for the past several months. So yeah, just you guys check it out. He's done a couple of readings already since he's been here in Mexico. Rustling Around is the channel, and the Pick a Mexican Door is a really good one. Check that out. But also the one in which he talks about water magic is definitely something that I'm vibing with. So nonetheless, part of the reason why I bring this up is because the collective that I've been channeling, the collective that's been trying to get me to just the right resonance so that I can openly receive their messages, probably since last December, is related to this energy that I feel in this land, okay? When I say related, I do mean that there is a, I can't even really get into the specifics of it because I'm still learning more and more each day about where these messages come from, right? The different energetic fields, the densities and dimensions and all that good stuff. But there is a camaraderie between the energy that I sense here on the Yucatan Peninsula, this beautiful magic, and the collective that has been sort of preparing me for contact for way over 6 months now. So it's definitely no accident that I ended up here. What they want to talk to you guys about today specifically is about our little energy bubble that we walk around the world in, okay? One way that they're showing me this is if you could imagine your energy body, your energy field, your aura, it takes up space, all right? We can't see it, you can't touch it, but it's there. and it's something that travels with you wherever you go. All right, you can shrink it, you can expand it. There's lots that you can do with your energy body, but they really want to talk about protecting it. All right, understanding the way in which our energy body is affected by other energies, by other people, other consciousnesses, other locations, but also the effect that our energy body has on anybody that we are in the same room as, anybody that we come into contact with. Okay, they come into contact with our energy body, and they have an effect on us, and we have an effect on them. Okay, and so really, to break this down to somebody who's like, how do I even begin to build an awareness of my energy body? It's very, very easy to do. Anytime you're laying down to go to sleep or for meditation, anything like that, just take some time to clear your mind and just sense your energy body. Just imagine what that must feels like, right? You can get an idea if you're feeling very tired, depleted, it's going to feel very small. If you're feeling like amazing and wonderful and expansive, it's going to feel very large. It does have a connection to your vitality, your physical energy level, okay? They're related to one another. But just begin to imagine what that's like, okay? You can start by focusing on chakras if you like. You can start by focusing simply on the heart chakra and a field, an electromagnetic field that extends from that heart chakra 6 feet in all directions. Okay, Ophiana and Sikal refer to your energy pillar, which is the energy, of course, that flows through your body, all the way through the bottom of your feet, down to the core of the earth, and through your crown chakra to connect with source. All right, so there's lots of different ways of visualizing it. When you guys are getting into this, just trust your imagination. Okay, that's part of the practice too, is when you get into meditation, you're like, okay, what's my energy body like? Just trust your imagination trust whatever it provides for you. Don't question the image. Don't have to get down to like the logistics of it or anything. You know, we're learning to let our analytical mind just kind of take some time off as we step into our inner realms and really begin to understand how they function, okay? This was something that came up in, I think it's just the last collective reading that I did. What was it called? I can't access that part of my brain right now. I can't tell you what it was called, okay? But it was about going within and there being this external energy that's kind of almost being held at bay because it's gotten too harsh and destructive, okay? And that they're almost like helper forces, like helper energies that are here to hold that energy at bay while you learn to go within and master that inner realm. And when I was delivering that message, I felt like, oh wow, this is a really powerful message for the collective. And I realized that some of the people who resonate with that are just going to be feeling that on a very, very individual level. Okay? So there are going to be some people for whom that's a very specific story about a person or institution or authority figure in their life. And there are some people for whom it's about the giving ourselves some time to learn how to trust those parts of our inner space that are not logic and reason, okay? Learning how to trust our imagination. So when you're like, who are my spirit guides? I wonder what they're like. And you go into meditation and you call that forth, whatever image shows with it, whatever your imagination produces, we got to learn how to trust that. Okay? We got to learn how to trust it and not question it. Got the moon here on the split. I just have been sitting here. Yeah, this is actually really beautiful. I kind of been just like playing around with this Line Strider Tarot, which I love. And we have the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so these piles are going to help to inform what's coming out. Let me go ahead and get these piles. I've like put them all to the side, and Spirit's like, nope, we're not done with those yet. Okay, so the moon, you guys. What even is the moon? It's this big rock that circles around the planet and pulls the tides with it. That doesn't make sense. Gravity is not something you can see or touch or feel, but we know it's science, right? And therefore we believe in it, okay? The moon represents our inner world and really the power of our inner world, of our inner space, okay? And right now, most of us, when we turn our attention in that direction, everything is as it appears in the moonlight. It's not very well defined. It's not clear. The sun's not shining on it, so we can't really always make sense of it right away. In fact, the sun represents logic and reason, and the moon represents intuition and sometimes imagination, okay? Because when shadows are cast, when illusions are created, there's always some resonance of, it's always, how do I say this? What we imagine a thing to be is fueled by our subconscious, right? So if there's something moving in your yard in the moonlight and you peek out the window to look at it, you can't make out what it is, but what you're assuming it to be, that's coming from your subconscious mind, which is something we don't really understand, right? But imagination is exceptionally powerful, and that's why we have to learn how to trust it and how to give it some authority and some credence. All right? We're gonna probably come back to that in a moment, all right? So that's the moon. These walls opening up to your inner self, saying, come on in, get to know the place. You're the boss here. Could you imagine showing up to work every day for your entire career, not realizing that you're the boss? And then one day you realize you're the boss and you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna change so much. That is the truth of our relationship with our unconscious, subconscious mind, of our inner world. We're the boss of that. We get to be when we choose to be, when we make ourselves that, okay? Okay, banish negative thinking, okay? It's a big move to make. But do that and your workplace will be a completely different environment. When I say workplace, I'm talking about what goes on inside of here, okay? Your productivity will shift. King of Swords, he is bundled up. I don't know why that's the phrase. Like it looks like almost like his hair is like frozen. He is bundled up. The winds are blowing. And that just helps. That just makes him want to solidify his stance. Okay? He is the wielder of the sword of reason and logic. Okay? Justice card also, Queen of Swords also. But this king knows what he knows and isn't really wanting to question it. But that wind is blowing and his sword's not keeping him warm. Okay? So there's this moment of clarity coming in. That if he wants to be victorious, he has to learn to let go of some of what he thought he knew. That's what's coming out to me with this, what is it, Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups reversed, Six of Wands upright. Look at how victorious he could be. He's not bracing himself in the wind there. He's standing up to it. There is no wind. He's holding that flag. He is in charge, okay? There's this part of you, this rational part of you that's like, I don't know, maybe everything that I've been taught is not enough to explain some of what goes on in here. Maybe I need some more tools in my toolbox. Maybe I need something more than reason and logic, okay? So it's this moment of clarity that you can't keep investing in what's no longer working, okay? If you keep trying to come up with a solution to your problem using only logic and reason, and it keeps backfiring, maybe give your intuition a shot. But what's lovely is we have the star underneath this. And the Five of Cups is important because it's this owl energy. Okay? That when there's a certain amount of wisdom that will be gained by many of you, it's going to make you sad. It's going to make you sad. It's just going to be like, ooh. Now that I see things as they really are beyond the realm of logic and reason, now that I let my intuition and my other senses, my clairsenses, cue me in on what's really going on, it's a sort of a loss of innocence. It's almost like you want to put that blindfold back on. But you know it's not the right thing to do. Okay? Once you begin to open up, allow yourself to give authority to your energetic senses. Okay? You're going to see exactly what I mean when I talk about walking through the world with this bubble, almost like a fishbowl. And there's certain type of fish you don't want to have in your fishbowl. Okay? You want to keep it a peaceful environment. You have to be very conscious of who and what you give your energy to. And many of us we're not always aware of that, because we have these little tricks, these logic and reason tricks that we play on ourselves to talk us out of giving authority to our intuition and our imagination, to our inner worlds. If you just sense something, there's this natural desire for human beings who are raised in the society that we live in to want to explain it away with logic and reason. Okay? I just heard the final frontier. The inner world is the final frontier. Yeah. What's hard is once you really begin to listen to energy, it's going to tell you some things that might be hard to stomach. You're going to see that certain relationships, certain situations that just made sense don't make sense anymore. Some things that you thought were for you are not as much for you as you wanted them to be, as you thought them to be. But that's okay, because once we get over that, we can begin to see the things that are for us. And by the time we're there, the past is just, it's a memory. It's a memory. Are we doing this? This is the sacred traveler, or why can't I speak? Ooh, mystic healer. Healing energy flows through you. This is the sacred traveler oracle cards, and we've got the owl. This is what I want you to understand. Healing energy flows through you. And if you are wanting to be a healer in any way, shape, or form, this is the first thing that you need to tend to, is your own vibration. Okay? This is somebody this is the star. Look at how the star here has that nice little, I love the shapes in this because they're not complete outlines, but we see that star and you see the sparkles here above that crown chakra. And there's that moon. And that owl. Like I said, there's some things that are just going to kind of be sad. With wisdom comes some disappointment, unfortunately. But healing energy flows through you. You can utilize this at any moment, but also understand that because it flows through you, you're not a closed circuit. You affect the people that you come into contact with, and they affect you. Okay? You begin this exercise of just beginning to understand what is your energy field. Just feel it. Just be like, where are you at, homie? Where are you? Okay, energy field, I feel you. I feel you. How big is it? Can you make it bigger? Can you make it smaller? Can you imagine it enveloped in this beautiful golden white light? Open your heart to joy. Look at that. Look, this is the same figure. This is her inner child self. Okay? You knew this when you were younger. You knew your energy body before they told you how to think. I'm getting major like The Wall vibes by Pink Floyd. Isn't that Welcome to the Machine? Is that, I don't know, I can't tell you what album that's on. Welcome to the Machine. Yeah, is it The Wall? It's all right. They told you what to think. That's the lyric that I was trying to get to. It's Pink Floyd. So here you are, innocent in the world. You're being taught a little bit about logic, but you're also aware of your own magic. This is all of us as our child selves. And it feels amazing. It feels great. There's joy and delight. And then they come in and they hand you this sword and they're like, no, we need you to be more of this. Less imagination, less intuition, more logic, more reason. And it's almost like you get to come full circle again. The doors are being opened to you to step back into your power, but also your childlike heart. Your childlike heart knows how to get there. Okay? But I also very much believe that there's different aspects of self that reside in each of our chakras, and the inner child definitely resides in the heart chakra. Okay? So I always say, if you want to know what you're supposed to be doing, where you're supposed to be going, your inner child knows. Okay? Your destiny is written in your heart. It is there in the DNA. So when you tune into the electromagnetic frequency of your heart, i.e. your energy field, understand that it contains data that's very, very helpful to you. Okay? And we have the Queen of Cups. And I feel like, see, look, oh my God, you guys, it's a little fishbowl. Stop it. Thank you, Spirit. It's a little fishbowl. This is you turning your attention to the fishbowl that you walk around the world in, okay? Your own energy field and understanding how you keep it clean, how you keep it pure, right? Sound healing is an amazing way to clear it out. But also be aware of the patterns that have an impact on your energy field. If there's somebody that every time you hang out with them, you just don't feel the same after, pay attention to that. It may not be logical, it may not be reasonable, but it makes sense to you. It makes sense once you begin to view yourself as energy and as everybody and everything in the world as energy. You'll begin to understand. Okay, you guys? Thank you so much for being here today. I hope to catch you back on my channel again soon. Take care.